good morning, good afternoon, whatever time you're watching this. Welcome back to my channel. If you've been here before, thank you so much for your continued support. And if you're new here, consider subscribing. I just wanted to do another sit down and discuss some things that I've been purchasing and if it was beneficial or not. So in today's video, I'll be discussing, you can discuss too in the comments, but in today's video, I'm going to be discussing things that I have been influenced and I purchased. I know we all are influenced, be it a television ad, be it a friend in conversation about things that they enjoy, or just by on YouTube with the influencer, Instagram, that type of thing. But we all are influenced by certain things. And in this video, I'm going to discuss things that I have been influenced to buy. And if I like it, if it was a good purchase or a bad purchase. I'm going to tell y'all my honest opinion. So what I want to start with is body care. So, I know y'all can tell I'm natural. So with me going natural, I started hearing a lot of things about deodorant. So I figured, like, if I'm going to go natural to protect myself, why just go natural with my hair? I really wanted to try to live a more of a natural life. I know it's kind of hard these days with everything having additives. I still wanted to make every attempt to be as healthy as possible or choose another healthier alternative whenever it is available. So with that, I decided to try out the natural deodorant. I know. I had my fair share of bad natural deodorants too. But we also got to remember that we've been using these other deodorants that kind of prevent us from sweating. So we're using all these other types of deodorant that has aluminum that prevents us from sweating and smelling musky. And I know that's the goal, not to be stink. So it took about 30 days for my body to kind of detox from having perspiring. So I had to go through that detox phase. So you're going to smell. Initially, when I decided to stop using deodorant with aluminum, that was hard. It was hard. You have to go through the funky smell, the funky stage. I'm going to call it that, the funky stage. But it wasn't something that I couldn't do. So I knew I was washing, just wash more. And I just kept using my natural deodorants till eventually it really worked for me. And the one that I really found that really works for me is Schmidt's. I use Schmidt's and I use different types or different fragrances, but I really like this fragrance, and this is what I'm using now. But this is the vanilla and oat milk, and I started using the sensitive because with the regular one I found that it burned my skin, it burned my underarm and irritated it. So I really would recommend the Schmidt's sensitive, and this is the 48-hour protection. It works for me, it works for my kids. So this is just something that I recommend, and it does work. Schmidt's sensitive natural deodorant. I've tried a good bit of them, and they were a fail for me. This is the one that I actually like, and I actually reach for it every time I go to get deodorant. So this is my deodorant for now. Hopefully, which they say your body changes every so often. Hopefully I don't have to go back searching again, because this one I really enjoy and I love. And if it does, I probably switch to another fragrance or another tier, because Schmidt's does offer deodorant that's not sensitive, that's a little stronger. So in the event that this deodorant starts wearing out on me or wearing off and I start being musky, because we ain't trying to do that, I will look at different deodorants within Schmidt's. But I've done the crystal. It didn't work. Hold on a second. Let me show y'all the crystal. All right, y'all, I'm back. So I've tried the crystal and it did not work for me. This one did not work for me. And I've tried Jason, this one, and it didn't work for me. I would be sweaty and musty. So it did not work for me. But I did want to show you some of the items that I did use that did not work for me. But this one actually works for me, and I enjoy it. I do different flavors. When I say flavors, different types when I'm buying them. But this one, I like the smell of it, and I actually enjoy it. So this one works for me. So we're gonna move on to other. Well, that's the deodorant. So I'm gonna move on to facial things. So I was recently trying out some different things. I really like to take care of my face. My face is with the products that I'm about to show you. That's what I use every day. And I like to keep my skin looking the best. I don't want to just put on makeup to cover up things. I really want to make sure that my face looks good. And about 99% of the time, this is how I look with lip gloss. This is how I look. No makeup, just this. So I need to make sure that I'm taking care of my skin. I don't want to be so into the makeup, because I am learning and trying to learn how to do makeup, but I really want to take care of my base, and that is my skin. So with that, I've been like researching and looking at different things that I can use for my face, and I saw this pop up. I was influenced by a person, which is Helen H. Beauty. She have talked about these products, so I was like, let me check it out. So I did, and this is the Ordinary. So this is the Ordinary, the niacinamide. I use that. I think I'm going to take pictures and pop them up so you can see it on the screen, because it's not going to be as easily readable on this. And this is the Ordinary hyaluronic acid. And this is the Ordinary caffeine. And this is the Ordinary peeling solution. I don't use this. It says recommended just use twice a week. I only use it once a week. And it does work. It does peel your skin. But the rest of them, I use these every day. And it does help with my skin. And you see how it looks subtle. You see how it looks moisturized? I'm going to say moisturized. That's what I like. I like how my skin is moisturized and it looks good. It looks really hydrated. That's what I like. I don't want my skin to look dry and ashy. So this is what I use. And this, I was influenced by Taja for Juice. And it is the Laneige. And I use the moisture cream. And I use this every day. After I wash and everything in my face, I use these. The Ordinary, wash and cleanse my face. I use the Ordinary. And I use this as my cream, my moisturizer. And this is on my skin today. I know it seems like a lot of products, because back in the day, we had this belief that one thing was good enough. But I actually like it. I like to have my skin moisturized and look really hydrated. And I've noticed a big difference with my face when it comes to when it comes to my face being moisturized and look real nice and cleansed and healthy. I really want that healthy look when it comes to my face, and I do take it down to my neck, like chest area, but I want everything to look well nourished, if that's a thing. But yes, I want it to look healthy and moisturized and hydrated. And I do use the Fenty. Hold on. And if you watch my Get Ready With Me video, I did share that I do use Fenty. What is it? I do use Fenty Total Cleanser. And that's what I use. I was influenced by that. Only because I was like, I saw a lot of people gravitating towards it. And I was like, ooh, let me try it. And I actually end up liking it. So I do use that. I have other cleansers that I do use. But for the most part, I use the Fenty Total Cleanser daily and nightly. And I do use this, but it's more, this fat water, I normally use it more in the summertime because that's when my skin is oily. And in the winter, my skin is dry. So around my nose area, it gets really dry. And I found that using this in the winter just increased that. So I just stopped using that altogether. So in the wintertime, I don't use it. I only use the fat water in the summertime. I almost forgot to share this other product. And it's a product that I use to tone my face in the winter instead of the fat water. A friend of mine was telling me about this toning solution that was going viral on TikTok, and they were saying that it worked. So I was curious. So I went on TikTok and looked at it, and everybody said it worked for them. So the thing is, this toning solution is supposed to take the place of deodorant and also brighten your skin under your arm. So you're supposed to take a swab and wipe it under your arm and not have to use deodorant, so you wouldn't smell, and the pigments under your arm will brighten up over time. So I was like, oh, that's cool. At least my skin would even out. So I decided to try it. Hey, what could I lose? So this is the solution. The Ordinary. And it is the glycolic acid 7% toning solution. It's for your face, but they were saying you could use it for your arms and you don't have to wear deodorant and it'll even your tone out. I think I used it 2 days under my arm. My arm, the first day stinged a little. I was like, maybe, I don't know. Then it stung and burned. I end up getting a bacteria infection under my arm. It was only one arm that was affected. And for almost a month, I was in pain. I think it's about 2 weeks I was in pain. And I had to go to the doctor and be on antibiotics in order for it to go away. I have an image, and I'll be putting it up in the screen to show y'all how bad my arm got. But yeah, I do use this for my face for the intended purposes. I do not use it for under my arm, but it does work for me in the wintertime. It's not as drying as the fat water. So I do use this for my face now. I bought it for my underarm, but I'm using it for what it was manufactured for, which is my face. And it does work, and it is good, and it's not as drying as the fat water in the winter. And I did see something on Instagram that people are using this for their feet now. Maybe y'all need to look into that, but I don't think I'm going to try it. I'm going to stick with just using it for my face and letting it be that. But yeah, this is what I use for the winter as my toner. And it works really well. I would recommend it for its intended purpose. And this SPF, I love it. It has no cast. I have it on now. You see it's shiny and moisturized. I have no cast with this. I was using another moisturizer, and it always had me looking gray. So that's the thing about finding the perfect moisturizer with SPF, because this has SPF 30 in it, and I do use this daily to prevent, sun exposure or limit the sun exposure. But yeah, this is what I use daily, and I do love those. So far, my facial regimen, my facial care, I really love this. My facial products that I use, I love them. The Laneige, and Laneige comes in different formulas. So based on your skin, I think you just need to read up on it and see what works for you. But it comes in different formulas, and I just chose the moisturizing cream because they have some that's for a combination, just different types of skin. So depending on your skin, it'll be a good idea to see what you need. But for me, these work for me. And another thing I was influenced to buy by Helen H. Beauty is this. I was influenced to buy this. It's whipped shea butter vanilla, and I purchased this on Amazon. And what I like about it is not really, really greasy. It doesn't give you that oil slicky feeling. I don't know. People that know me know I don't really like lotion per se. It has to be a specific consistency for me to like it, because I don't like to feel like greasy or wet. I think that's the word I'm looking for. That wet feeling after you moisturize yourself. I like to feel moisturized but not wet. And I find that some things that you use that give you the moisture, you feel wet, and like things slip out your hands, or you can't use things the way you normally would. But I like this one. And if you can see, I like it. I've been using it. But I really like this one because I feel like it gives me what I need. See? It gives, see how it's shiny, but it's not wet. It's not wet feeling. And a lot of products, if you pay attention to it, your hands will feel like wet. And I don't like that. It feels gross to me. Really, really gross. You don't want to feel like you walk around with water in your hands. I don't like that feeling. Personally, I don't like that feeling. So I like things that's going to give me that shine that I'm looking for without feeling wet. Oh, and I forgot this other item. The Fenty Butter Drop. Yeah, it is worth it. That is worth it too. And I've been using it. It's not a huge dent in it because I have these other moisturizers. But I use the Fenty. This is going to be a little extra, I know. But I normally use the Fenty Butter Drop when I'm going out to dinner or something. I say this for special occasions. I don't just use it every day. I use this more of like an everyday butter to put on, the shea butter, because it's less expensive than the Fenty. So the Fenty, I normally keep that for if I'm going to dinner or doing something that, you know, really nice and I want to have that glow that Fenty gives. And that's what I use that for. That's why you don't see a huge amount missing. But for the whipped, I use that every day. And it's really, really good. I've been using it since I got it every day. And it's really good. And it gives me what I need. So you see my hands, how shiny it is, but it don't feel wet. And that's what I don't like. I don't like that wet feeling. I know I done said it multiple times. I hate feeling wet. Another item is the Baccarat. Everybody talks about the Baccarat. Unless you're sleeping on a rock, you know about Baccarat. Baccarat. It is a good scent. It does smell really good and it does project really well. But it's not long lasting. So that's the downside with this. It's a good scent. It smells really good. I love it, but it's not long lasting. So I do have the travel size. So whenever I do wear it, I do carry the travel just in case I need to, refresh myself. But yeah, it's not long lasting, but it is a good scent. It is. It smells really good. And while we're still talking about the scents, Byredo. If you watch my what I purchased while in Paris video, and I saved $3,500, this was in there as well. This was in there too, but this was in there. And Byredo Ball de Freak. This is what I purchased, and I was influenced by Moreau Steel. And let me tell you, this one, it lasts. This one smells so good. I mean, so, so good. And I love it. When I run out of this, I'm getting me another one. Because this is really worth the money to me. The smell, how it mixes with my chemistry, I love it. This is a great buy for me. There's another fragrance that I was influenced to purchase. Oud for Glory. It was cheap. It was cheaper than the other perfumes that I've shown you. Oud for Glory. The worst buy. The worst. It stinks. And it could be my chemistry, but it stinks. My friend purchased it too and she hates it. So I would not recommend this. Oud for Glory. There are some other ones that they say smell really good, but this one does not smell good at all. I sprayed it to, this was a blind buy. This was a blind buy and I sprayed it and it was horrible. And I have not opened it or worn it since. So that lets you know I hate it. Hate it. This was not a blind buy. None of my other perfumes were a blind buy. I actually went in and smelled them before I purchased them. But I really am glad with those investments. Not investment. I'm really glad with those fragrances. Because they smell good. And it depends on how I feel. That's what I would, those are the fragrances that I pick for it. But the one that I really pick or grab for is this one. This is my main one. This is Bay. I love it. And if you can, try to get your hands on it. It smells amazing. I hope it mixes with your chemistry because it does with mine. And I love it. I do. Here's another item that I purchased, and I actually like them. I purchased them on Amazon. They were maybe $12.99 or $14.99, and it came in a set of two. And I really like these. I really like this pair the best. Tell me what you think. I feel like they look really good on me. I feel like they look good. I like them. I like them. So I feel like that was a good buy. And I'm not trying, I want to go in, I want to get into sunglasses, but I don't want to spend a lot of money because I'm not really into them. I do use them when I'm driving in the summertime or the sun is out bright and I need them, but I'm not really into sunglasses. I would like to be because I know they do add this different pizzazz with your outfits. Depends on how you style it, but I'm not there yet. So because I'm not there, I don't want to invest a lot of money into them. Just like I told you, I can't find my black pair. I know I have them somewhere, but I don't want to invest that type of money for something that I'm really not into yet, but I really want to try to find what works for me. And these, they're nice, they're cute, and I like them. And, oh, I don't know why I didn't start off with this. These are a pair that I've been eyeing for a long time, and it was in another video. They're worth the money. They're more expensive now, and they're more expensive in the United States. I bought these while in Paris. These earrings are really, these Louis Vuitton earrings are really worth the money to me because I did have a dupe or a replica, whatever y'all want to call it. I did have those. They were heavier and the weight of them will pull at my ear. These don't. They're very comfortable, lightweight, and I really like these. So they are worth it. And if you're into luxury costume jewelry, I would recommend these because they are really nice and I like them a lot. And I'm going to go with my purse. I was influenced, while we're talking about Louis Vuitton, I was influenced with this. I wanted this purse. I don't know why I didn't get it while I was in Paris because it was so much cheaper, but I didn't, but I have it now. I was influenced. So I like the purse. I like the purse, but I don't love it more than my Speedy 25. Yeah. My Speedy 25, I love that purse. I didn't know I was going to love it the way I do. What I'm going to eventually do, which I'm trying to be still and stop spending. But my plan is to get the monogram Speedy 25. But yeah, I purchased this. Let me stay on topic. I purchased this because I really liked it. I liked the look that it gave. It is, and I still like it. But in comparison to my Speedy 25, it doesn't hold as much. And when I try to put in everything that's in my Speedy 25, it looks puffy. So I don't like that look. So I think the drawback with this one is you just have to pack less in it. But it does serve what I want it to serve. And it is a look. It is a look, and I love it. And I didn't really care for the clasp. So I had to kind of figure out that, but after I got past the clasp and the fact that it cannot hold as much as my Speedy 25, after I got past the clasp, because you have to do it like this to open it and use your hand, now I'm stuck. Okay, yeah, you have to put it back. The clasp for me is the hardest part about this purse. Outside of it not being able to fit what the Speedy 25 holds, the clasp, it was the hardest thing for me because you have to actually hold it like here, like this, and then it pops. I was just trying to pick it up. But once I got past that, it was fine. It's just that it didn't wow me. The look of it wows me more. The look of it does wow me, but the functionality of it doesn't wow me as much as the Speedy 25. I love it. I'm going to wear my bag. I'm going to wear it, but I know that I can't overstuff this. With the Speedy, I can put all kind of stuff in there, and it's fine, but I really like it. But if you're like a minimalist person, which that's what I'm really going for when it comes to my purse, I don't want to have everything in the kitchen sink in my purse. So this is the perfect purse for me with the with the direction I'm going with what I carry on a daily. However, when I discovered that, I was like, wow, I can put all this into my Speedy 25 and it fits fine. But when I try to put it in here, it doesn't. So that's the only drawback for me. The clasp, how you open it, and how much stuff I can hold into this. But this is a really nice, well-made purse, and I really, really like it. I will recommend it. I will recommend it. But if you're trying to pack everything in the kitchen sink, then that will be a problem. All right, and I want to get into tennis shoes. For years, I've been looking at these shoes, and I wanted them, and I never would get them. Let me tell you something. I love these shoes. I love them. I don't regret buying them. I bought them at the Converse outlet, and I don't regret buying them because I was like, $100. I don't want to buy them shoes, but I love them. Hopefully you find them cheaper now because I bought them before. I bought them in June. No, yes, I did. I bought them in June of this year, so hopefully the price has gone down considerably. Hopefully. I'm not saying it did. But, yes, I don't regret buying these shoes. I thought I would because they're white. That was my big thing because they're white. But I needed a pair of nice white tennis shoes because I'm a tennis shoe person. I don't like to wear... I used to wear heels all the time. But I don't like to wear heels like that. I like to be comfortable. I like to be relaxed. And when I need to wear heels, I wear heels. But on a daily, I'm wearing some tennis shoes. That's what you're going to catch me in. Or some slides. All right. So here is my last item that I wanted to share. I know there's a bit of controversy going on about it. But I bought it before I bought these before the commercial aired, so I already bought them. I'm not going to burn up my shoes. I'm going to wear my shoes. I mean, maybe I shouldn't even put them in the video, but I'm not going to I'm going to wear my shoes. These. Let me tell you, these are some comfortable shoes. They are very comfortable. These are the most comfortable shoes that I own when it comes to tennis shoes. You would think that all tennis shoes made equal. They're not. They're not. And those are really comfortable. And I purchased them on sale, so I really like them. I don't like what they stand for with the people and everything that's being done, but they are really comfortable shoes. And I purchased these. I really like these, and they're really comfortable. They don't even feel like you got on tennis shoes when you're walking. They just feel so comfortable. The only thing I had to get used to, because around the top, the sock thing, is tight until it gets used to your body and conform to you. But yeah, these are really, really super comfortable. They are my favorite shoe. When I say favorite, it's only my favorite because they are so comfortable. I am at the age where I really go for comfort over everything. So I almost forgot. There's another item I wanted to share with y'all that I was influenced and purchased. This was more or less influenced by Natural 85 because that is the natural hair person that I really kind of followed whenever I went natural. And she mentioned this, the Rev Air. My daughter bought it for me a couple years back for Christmas, and I think I've used it not even 5 times. And it's a good product. However, it takes a long time to dry my whole head. So in using it, I used it maybe twice on my head and twice on my daughter's head. It seems like it takes longer to use this product versus a regular blow dryer, but the good thing about it is it's not heat. The only time I ever feel any heat when I'm using it is if I put it too close to my roots. Then I feel a little heat. Other than that, it's a cool drying. And it does dry, but it's not as quick. I don't think it is as quick as if I use a regular blow dryer. However, this is a good product, but would I recommend it? It depends on what you're looking for. If you're like into not using heat on your hair and you want to make sure that you use minimal heat, this is a good product. If you're okay with blow drying your hair with a regular blow dryer, I would suggest using the brush that is a blow dryer now. That is much simpler and more efficient, as well as I use my Yellowbird and it works really well. So it's really up to you. But this, to me, I would not recommend because it's almost $500. And it doesn't dry any quicker. Yes, it's less heat on your hair. Well, no heat unless you put it to your root too close. But if you like, I would do a demo for y'all and do a video if you would like to see how I use it. But I am open to that. You guys, if you would like, I would do a demo of this. And I'll actually time it and see how long it takes. Because I'm like curious, like, how long did it take? It did seem like it took us longer than if we used a regular dryer. But yeah, this is the Rev Air, and I had it for a few years, and I think I've used it less than 5 times. So the fact that I haven't used it for how much I paid for it, I would not recommend it. But if you feel like you will use it on a regular basis, then it's really up to you. But the device I did get a lot of use out of, which I don't have because my daughter took it away to college, is the brush blow dryer. That it was maybe $50, and I did use that a good bit. I also wanted to mention that I do not blow dry my hair often, and maybe that's why I didn't use it as often as I would like. But I am open to using it more. I think I want to use it more just to kind of get my cost per purchase, not wear, but cost per purchase. Because that is a lot of money just to use it 4 times. So if it's something you think you would like and you don't want to damage your hair from the heat, because there's a lot of people getting heat damage, I would suggest it. But however, you can use other heat preventative methods with the regular blow dryer. But that is my last product, and I hope you guys enjoy my video. I really try to find things that would be useful to you. Let me know some of your experiences with some items that you were influenced by, be it good or bad. Let me know in the comments below if you had any type of issues or things that you wish you never bought, or things that were really good and you would recommend for me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.